Hi, everyone. Happy Tuesday. We are currently in week 5, and I wanted to do this tutorial to offer some clarifications on our upcoming group project. So I'm going to do this pretty quickly so I don't disturb anybody who may be entering our week 5 module right now. So last week, during week 4, at the end of the week, I had posted for you guys a group discussion board for emergency policy project, and this was a discussion to discuss and assign roles for this project, and that was listed under Sunday, September 22nd. Now, if you note on there, I put due September 25th. I also did a video going over some of the group work, how to use your group modules, and I did share in that video that this was an assignment that you could get started on having those conversations, but you needed to make sure that those conversations are due by September 25th, which is Wednesday, it's tomorrow, Wednesday, with our other group project, and that is happening in, our other group discussion board, and that is in week 5. So what I have done for you guys is you're gonna see that this is now moved out of week 4, and it is here in week 5, okay? It's the same discussion board. Now, I had made a copy of it thinking I could have one in week 4, and then I just made a copy and it was in week 5. That proved to not work. So I now have moved it. So if you go back to your week 4 module, it's moved. It's the same discussion board. My fear was if I deleted it, it would delete all of those conversations that many of your groups already started. Again, I want to reiterate that I was trying to help you guys out in knowing that you have busy lives outside of class. And I wanted to offer you plenty of opportunity to start talking about this upcoming group project, have conversations about it, and be able to start assigning roles associated with this group project. So I apologize if that confused anyone. This assignment is not due until October 6th in week 6, which I did indicate in the instructions in this first group this group discussion board about this topic. So it's really important that you guys slow down and really read over instructions because it was clearly labeled that this is due in week 6. Now, we haven't actually been discussing the topic around this group project yet. We will be doing that next week in week 6. We will be learning about emergencies, emergency procedures. That is the chapter that you'll be reading. And that entire week is devoted to that topic. And you don't really have any other assignments other than this group work. You do have a discussion board, of course, but it's on this topic. So I did state that in the video that I made for you guys last week, and then also posted here in this discussion topic. So that you guys could review that. So again, it seems like there may have been some confusion in some of the groups. So I just want to reiterate all that, and that's why I'm doing this tutorial. So I do want to go into this discussion board. Now it is due by tomorrow at 11:59 p.m., just like all our other discussion boards. They're always due on Wednesdays at 11:59 p.m. So this week, you also have a regular discussion board, our normal full class discussion board related to this week's topics. And this particular one is on active supervision. But you have this group discussion board, and all of the groups except for 2 have actually already started discussing. And that's okay. Technically, you don't have to complete this until the 25th. I did send out a little announcement to those groups that haven't started to participate that you may want to start talking about it because this is due at the end of next week. So I do want to make sure that you guys have plenty of time to be working, balancing out your other assignments for this course in addition to other courses you may have, family lives, those types of things. So that was why I posted that last week, so that you guys had plenty of time to start getting in there. So if your group or you have not gone into this discussion board to look at the assignment, to have a conversation with your group members, then you want to make sure that you do that. So I'm going to open this up. And again, I posted this video for you. And then to make this a little bit clearer, I have bolded right here and underlined, and then went ahead and added October 6th. It did say due at the end of week 6. So Sunday, the end of the week, is when we have our assignments, the end of the week assignments due. So it is October 6th that this project is due by 11:59 p.m. This also was highlighted previously for you, that this assignment, only one person in your group needs to upload the finished assignment. And again, for your convenience, I added in the 11:59 p.m. on October 6th. And then right next to group assignment, just in case there was still any confusion, for clarity, I have put due October 6th. So I've gone back in because I have received some need for clarity. So I am doing this and making sure that this is very clear. So below are the instructions for this group assignment. It is for your group to collaborate on some type of, either you can do a Word document, a Prezi, a PowerPoint, a Google Slides, whatever you want to do, so you can have fun and be creative using those different formats. And it needs to have two parts to it. The first part is that you need to have an evacuation plan and drill. You need to decide as a group what emergency you're going to focus on in order to come up with an evacuation plan or drill. And so you will need to decide that. So you'll have to pick one. And you guys get to do that as a group. It's your choice. So if you want to do it on fire, if you want to do it on a natural disaster type emergency, whatever you want to do, you're creating an evacuation plan and then a drill to be able to implement in your classroom. And so you'll be taking content from our chapter 5, which is on emergency policies and procedures. You'll be taking information. I have a recorded lecture at the beginning of next week on this topic. But remember that the next week's module always opens on Friday. So this coming Friday, you will have opportunity to have access to that and can start looking at that over the weekend. So you'll have a recorded lecture where I go over policies and procedures. You'll have a discussion board next week on this topic. So next week is all focused on this piece. So in your plan, you need to include the procedure, role of the teacher and the director, parent contact. How are you going to get in contact with parents? What do you need? And then who is the person that's going to reach out and try to contact the parents? Are you all going to try to do it? That might serve as chaos. So you have to think about some of those things. What supplies or materials might you need for this evacuation or for the drills in place? And then the last part of your project needs to include community resources. And so you want to create a list of agencies and their resources, their contact information, in order to have that information related to your plan. So that might be reaching out, having that information available to you and your staff for the fire department, right? That might be helpful to have, especially if there's an emergency, or you want to work and develop partnerships with them to have these drills around whatever your topic might be. So hopefully this helps you a little bit in going over the assignment. I also want to extend the opportunity for you guys I have a very open schedule this coming weekend, and I would like to offer that if your group would like to coordinate with me a group Zoom meeting, please contact me by Thursday of this week. So that would be September 26th. By 5 o'clock, contact me to schedule a Zoom for your group. And I'm happy to do that over the weekend on Saturday and Sunday. Now, please keep in mind there are 8 groups in this class. So if all the groups respond to me, then that means that I need to set aside an opportunity to meet with all 8 groups over the course of 2 days. So most likely I'm going to try to separate and have, I could have half of the groups meet on Saturday, half on Sunday. So discuss that within your group discussion of whether or not you would like to have a Zoom group meeting with me to ask any questions. I could even do a very quick mini little lecture with you. Again, in order to be mindful of my time as well, I would keep these to 15 minutes. And I can meet with your groups and have any clarification, that type of thing. So coordinate with your group members, see if that's something that you would like to do. You need to email me. One person in your group needs to email me. Please tell me your group number, and then email me with the day and time that works for all of your group members or majority of your group members. And then in the event that somebody's not able to attend that, then that person can contact me individually, and we can do a very quick scheduled 5-minute Zoom, something like that, that does work for that person's schedule, just so that I can fill them in what was discussed, and then they have the opportunity to answer any questions. So please keep that in mind. And like I said, feel free to reach out, contact me, and I'm happy to support you in this group project. All right, guys, have a great day, and I look forward to your projects. Bye.